you got the time, we got the show. If you got the time, we got the show. If you stay at home or always on the go, forget your family, your friends, and your job. It's time to spend an hour with Bob. Forget your worries and just sit back. Grab a cold one and just relax. If you're a rich man or just a poor slob, it's time to spend an hour with Bob. So when all the other shows get rough and you've seen all that other TV stuff, sit back, don't touch that now. It's time to spend an hour with Bob.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to this edition of An Hour with Bob. We're on location here at Table 28 here in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. And wait till you see the guest we have tonight. But I'm not showing you yet. No, it's a surprise. It's a very, very big surprise. And I'm doing something I never do. I'm using cards. I never use cue cards. You know that. This is my 15th year doing An Hour with Bob. You know, 15 years. We're starting our 15th year tonight. And when I started this show, An Hour with Bob, and Bob's Big Adventure, I had visions of being actually a movie star, not a TV star. I did the movie with John Travolta, and I was in the movie with Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins. And then I thought I was going to go on to bigger and better things, but with a purpose. And my purpose was to gain notoriety so I could do Toys for Tots and collect millions of toys. Well, I'm not in Hollywood, and I'm not in the movies, and I'm not on big-time TV. And I'm not the host of Tonight Show. That was my big thing. I always wanted to be Johnny Carson's replacement. I didn't make it there, but I did one thing with your help. We collected thousands upon thousands of toys in the last 14 years for Toys for Tots. And with your help, we will continue to do that. So here we are in our 15th year, down here in East Greenwich, having some goodies, some good calamari. We got crab cakes, and we're going to eat good tonight. But before I get to my guest, over the next 3 or 4 months, you're going to be bombarded with ads for a casino, against the casino, and I got an idea. I like and I dislike. I'm kind of neutral. I'm totally neutral about the casino. I'm not looking for a job at the casino. I'm not against the casino because I'm friends with somebody else at the other end. I have no view either way. So I have a great idea. I'd like to tape a documentary by visiting casino towns, interviewing townspeople, interviewing authorities in towns. I have no interest either way, and I'm only interested in the truth. So how's this for an idea? How about the casino opponents and opponents pull some dough and send me on my way to do Corey. Want to go? Corey and I will go to Vegas, we'll go to Reno, we'll go to Virginia City, we'll go to Atlantic City, and we'll get the truth. Now, it's time. So don't forget now, you can get a hold of me. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm easy to get a hold of. I'm not even going to tell you. bvent1@cox.net. That's good enough. And we'll get to the truth. Now to my guest. Tonight, I've been trying to get this young lady for months and months. And I finally got her in here, and I enticed her with food. It's always the way to a woman. You got to get the food. If at all you got a chance. If you got any chance at all. She's a Yankee fan, folks. She's a Yankee fan. She's here in Rhode Island. I don't know how that works. I guess she makes it because she's an attractive woman and she's smart and she's got, I think, everything together. And I said this only once before, folks, in 14 years, now in our 15th year. I said this only once before, that a woman would make it big time in this market, and she did. And it was Christine Johnson. I said another man would make it big time, and he did. And that was what's his name? Channel 12. Tony Potts. See, I thought you were going to come up with it for me. He made it too, and I suspect that the girl that I'm going to interview tonight is going to make it big time in television. And with me tonight, representing NBC 10 Sports, NBC 10 Sports, and actually NBC Sports with the poker series, is Kathryn Tappen. She got me all baffled already. Kathryn, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. Yeah.
How long have you been
Enjoying.
with Channel 10?
A little over a year. I got there last January. Actually moved up in January, started in February, and it's been a year and 3 months so far.
Wow. I didn't realize you've been there already that long.
I know, it's flown by though, very quickly.
So you're a Jersey girl, right?
Yes. Proud of it.
Rutgers? I can't say that word.
Rutgers.
Rutgers.
Yep.
And you're pretty much of an athlete too, a jock, huh?
I don't know if I'm a jock.
3,000 steeple?
3,000 meter steeplechase.
Steeplechase.
Runner. Yep.
Yeah? And you did well doing the steeplechase, right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah?
I did.
And what
A lot
else?
of hard work. Well, it was
else?
a three sport season. So you would start in the fall with cross country, and you'd probably train. Preseason was middle of August. So middle of August to the end of June, we were competing, and it was, it's quite a lot of work. So we did cross country, indoor and outdoor track, and outdoor track has the 3,000 meter steeplechase. So 7.5 laps, 35 hurdles, 7 water jumps. It's quite an adventure.
You figured that out, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah,
And
you
how
learn
often
you learn how to
practice
count
that?
those.
How often do you have to practice
Every
that?
day. Yep. You train and build your endurance up every day, and practice the hurdles probably a couple times a week. So, yeah.
And how'd you get into TV? You did college TV, right?
I did a little bit of college television, but college my focus was on track. I knew I had 4 years to run Division I
So you ran 4
competitive.
years. You
Yeah,
did run
all 4 years. Yeah.
Competitively 4
Yep.
years.
So I knew I had a small window to do that, and if you're given the opportunity to compete at that level, take advantage of it, because it's the friendships you make and the team work that combines to make a great product on the track is really remarkable. So I knew I had 4 years to do that, and then it became TV land for me.
How many people in your school ran the 3,000? That wouldn't be a lot, right?
No, well, the 3,000 meter race, a lot of people run, but the steeplechase, there are probably about 5 or 6
Oh, that's
girls
what I meant, the
on each.
3,000
Yep,
steeple.
on
Yeah,
each
I wouldn't
race.
think many people would run that. That's pretty enduring.
They do, yeah. But the Big East Championships, there were probably about 15 people that would qualify. You'd go to a meet, and there could be 15, 20 people on that line cramming to get into the one water jump.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of cleats
A lot
in
of
your.
collisions?
Oh yeah, spikes in your calves, muscles, and cleats in your face. It's fun, very fun.
What's your favorite sport? Is it track or?
Sport to cover or to watch or compete in? Which
Well,
one?
I guess I got
all the above.
Oh my God! All of the above. Your favorite sport to watch?
I think it would have to be baseball. Live,
Really?
live baseball
my
and football.
Girl, baseball.
And
That's
football.
unusual.
Yeah, it's
That's
fun.
unusual for anybody to say baseball other than me. I love baseball.
Yeah.
My favorite sport. So we'll
Baseball's
get back
fun.
to that.
There's-
now.
yeah.
What's your second one?
I love football. Yeah, I love football. I love being at the Patriots games on the field, watching, hearing the collision of the helmets, and there's something to be said for that sport. It's a lot of fun. But I've also had a newfound love for hockey since
Really?
coming up here, because I never really covered it before until I moved up here, and it's an amazingly enduring sport and very physical, which I never really understood hockey the way I do
nobody
now.
has teeth in hockey.
They don't.
None of the players have
Some
teeth.
scars on their face.
I can remember when I was a kid, they didn't have masks and they didn't have helmets.
Yeah, well, they barely have masks now.
And Brown, they used to play right near Brown. They used to play on North
Yep.
Main Street in the old arena, and they had the goalie for the Providence Bruins
Mm-hmm.
on the cover of Time magazine. I'll never forget it when I was a kid. And he had a close-up shot of him, and there wasn't a square inch on his face that didn't have a scar.
I
Not
believe
one
it.
square inch on his face.
Yeah.
I mean, what a mess he was.
Oh yeah, it's tough, but that's the beauty of that sport, though. It's so rough and physical, and they get out there every day and fight hard, and you don't know how they do it because they're beat up and banged and bruised, but they do it. So yeah, so I have a newfound appreciation for the sport
How
after
about
covering
basketball? Let's see
College-
what you do. How about
college basketball.
Shoot. Yeah, that's
College
right. 'Cause
basketball.
I hate professional basketball. 'Cause you can only you watch the last 4 minutes and you see the
Yeah,
whole game.
right. it.
You don't have to watch
Right.
the rest of the game.
Yeah, I don't hate the NBA, but I just love the chemistry on the court in a college basketball game. I think it's just those kids are playing their hearts out, and they're doing it for the love of the game, not for the money that they're getting. So.
Right. Plus, they use the rules. They
Yep.
live by the rules. There
They
is
do.
traveling in college basketball.
Oh, yeah,
right? And
yeah.
it's a 3-second violation in college basketball. Right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't have any of those rules in
And there's a
professional
shot
basketball.
clock, and there's a they actually jump for the rebound. They're not 7'2" that they can just take it off the hoop.
Now,
So-
that, by the way, I don't consider to be talent. I don't consider the Shaq to be talented. Oh, did I say that? The Shaq, a guy that can't hit 50% of his foul shots,
Yep.
is considered the best basketball player in the world. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. All he is a big bruiser. He stands
Yeah.
around the basket, and if he was tagged with the 3-second violation.
Right.
He'd be tagged every other time he's down there, right?
True, but you look at his teammates though, Dwayne Wade, that's a totally different player. They're
Right,
just
that's a player.
That's a player.
real
But
player.
Shaq just brings a different element to the court. You
Right.
can't deny him that,
Well, that's why I think that they should move the basket up to 12.
There you go.
Take it away from
For all
him.
the 7-footers.
Yeah, get rid of the 7-footers. Have you been
think
to the
so.
Basketball Hall of Fame?
No, I haven't.
It's only in Springfield,
I haven't.
you know.
I know. I should
And I'm going
take a
there
trip
next
up.
week with my son. I finally decided to go there. Hadn't been there yet. Baseball Hall of Fame I've been
Oh
to.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
cool.
That's amazing.
That is a cool place.
Yeah.
But not basketball. It's just not for me. So if I gave you a word, a set of word or a player's name, you would be able to say something. Let's have something to eat.
Say something about him or her?
Yeah, you say something about a player. If I give you a
Right.
name. How about, I thought I shut this off. How about Barry Bonds?
How about Barry Bonds? 7:15. That's my answer to Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds, what do you think that's going to do to, you think he's going to have an asterisk after his name?
I think
And think he should have an asterisk after.
I think Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth should have the asterisk, and everyone else that came after that in the time when steroids were very prevalent. I think they should be left without the asterisk. Where do you pinpoint who used the drugs, who didn't use the drugs, whether they did, whether they didn't? We'll never know. It may seem obvious with certain players, but
Like Barry Bonds.
how can you pinpoint it though? So I think that Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth, they should be singled out as being true, legitimate home
Imagine
run.
if they used
Home run.
steroids. Imagine if they used steroids.
1,400 home runs.
Imagine if Babe Ruth didn't drink, wasn't
Yeah.
a womanizer, and went to bed at night.
Yep.
What he would have done in home runs. He averaged, a home run every 10 times at bat?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Babe Ruth's Babe Ruth's 1 in 10, and then Aaron was like 1 in 13, and Bonds is about 1 in 14, I
Yep,
think. I think
yep.
that's what amounts to times at bat. And they play, the fields are in closer, the ball's livelier.
Yep.
There's so many
So much new technology.
advantages
Oh, yeah.
to the players
Yep.
nowadays. And they'll say, well, how about the fact that there's relief pitches, a fresh arm thrown against them? What I go by, I think the easiest way to pick a player who's the better player is how they did against their contemporaries. Like when Barry Bonds hit 79 home runs, didn't somebody else hit 72 home runs?
72. Yeah.
When Babe Ruth hit 60 home runs, the closest to him was 15 or 16. That's the difference, I
Right,
think, in
right.
a player. Like the Lenny Dykstras of the world now. He was
Yeah.
around years ago. Now they found out that he was doing steroids.
I know. It's where do you draw the line? How do you know who did and who didn't? It's hard to tell at this point.
Well, I think when you look
So-
at somebody's performance and you look at what they did, like for instance, I think Barry Bonds started taking steroids when he saw all the attention Mark McGwire was getting.
Yep.
I think that was a change in him.
Mark
Don't you?
McGwire got a lot of attention. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that made him very mad, and he decided, well, I'm not getting the accolades for what I'm doing, so
It's very true.
I'm going to do this, and I think he started in around 97, and it's ironic that it was in fact Barry Bonds' trainer was the guy that is implicated in all these other people. Wouldn't it seem funny that he's the only one that's not
Right.
doing steroids?
Exactly.
He did the smart thing, though. For him, he did the smart thing. He went out on an injury last year, and so it took the
Cleaned
attention
himself
off
up, and yep.
Now he can maybe be free of steroids, and
We
look
hope
at how
so.
long it's taken him to hit a few home runs.
I know.
You know?
It's very telling. Very telling. But
What about a guy like Rafael Palmeiro? One of my favorite players.
That's it.
too. I hated that.
I know, great player. But
I
look what he
hated
did
that.
right at the end of his career. It's
He would have been better off being quiet rather
Yeah,
than
absolutely.
stand there and I did not do steroids. I mean, that was the dumbest thing.
yeah, to lie
Yes,
to
he
his
did a pro-
fans and to lie to America under oath and say that he didn't take them and then to be proven that he did.
Oh.
To end your career on that note is
Awful.
yeah, terrible.
And
And
he
he had a tremendous career,
he had
so
an
it
unbelievable
pretty much
career.
to me wipes out everything.
Yeah, I think so. And he was one of my
Lot
favorite
of-
players.
lot of respect
the
lost.
players today, that just
Yep.
that were around today. Cal Ripken Jr. and Frank Robinson were my two favorite players. Who was your favorite player?
Cal Ripken.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Big Cal Ripken fan.
And he was an amazing player.
Absolutely, and he defines the beauty of the game too. I mean, he's just showed up every day to work and did his job. Nothing else on the
nobody.
side.
Who's the closest to him, right now? Come on, baseball fan. Right now.
Would it be right now?
Well, who had gotten the closest to him in the last couple of years? He's out of it now. He's not in the run anymore.
It wasn't Matsui, was it?
No, it was in the National League. It was Houston. It was Bagwell.
Oh, yeah.
Bagwell, and then the other guy, the second baseman, Biggio, the BBs.
Biggio, yeah.
Those two guys had the longest record, but were not even close, of course.
Yep.
But to think that there's not a player in baseball today that plays 162 games. Not one. Not one.
Well, they take days off, and
Not one. And they cry and complain if they play more than 120 games. They think they need days off.
Well, who knows? It could be they need those days off. I don't know. There could be other physical parts of the game that maybe Cal Ripken didn't know about, which I find hard to believe.
He was a shortstop on top of it. He wasn't like laying out in the outfield sleeping.
No, Ripken had it figured out. He knew. Yeah.
Oh, a trivia question that I use all the time.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to.
Put me on the
I'll
spot.
give you the answer too. I won't even put you on the spot. I'll give you the answer right away. Two guys played in the longest game in baseball history that are now in the Hall of Fame. They were both third basemen, and the game was played in Pawtucket.
Yep.
And it was played between the Rochester team and the Pawtucket Red Sox. And the third baseman were Wade Boggs and Cal Ripken. Cal Ripken came up as a third baseman.
And the anniversary of that game is this summer.
Wow.
25th anniversary, right? 25th?
Is it
Yep.
25th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I lived in Pawtucket at the time.
That was the year I was born.
Really? What
Maybe
year
I
was
shouldn't
that?
say that on television.
Now you tell how old you are.
Yep. So it was an exciting year, I guess.
Yeah, it must have been. Must have been. But that was amazing.
Yeah.
An amazing game. They played till about 3:30 and 3 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah. And then they continued it the next day.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Wait a minute. I don't think
Exciting.
they continued the next day, did they? I think they continued the next time they played together, if I recall. Ooh, now see, I'm wrong.
Well, I don't know.
I'm wrong.
I don't know.
You
I
got
could be
me
wrong. I
there.
could be wrong.
I'll have to figure that one out. But that was an amazing thing. In fact, the first baseman, Dave Kozer, was the first baseman on that team. He used to be a customer of mine. I used to have a restaurant
Oh, really?
in Pawtucket. He was a customer of mine, and he still lives in Pawtucket today.
Uh-huh.
And the winning run was scored by Marty Barrett, who played second base
yep.
for the Boston Red Sox.
So those guys, I wonder if they still go to the Paw Sox games on occasion.
Well, they might go sometime this year because of being, or the date of, I don't know what date it was. You remember the date? You don't remember the date that game was? No. All right. We don't have it, folks. We're
July,
fans, but not that big of a base. No, I know. I was early.
April. It was April 18th.
It was early, yeah.
April 18th. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I knew it was cold.
Yeah.
That night. I was
think
surprised
it was
that
April 18th.
I'd gone by the field earlier in the night. I was surprised that
That it was
still
still
going
being
on
at 3 in the
11
morning.
No, I wasn't by it at 3, but I was by it at 11:30. The game was still like, wow. But that's a great park to watch a baseball.
Oh, it's great.
It's
It's
the
so much fun.
absolute best place.
Yep.
The cheapest bargain in all of sports, I think.
Yep.
I know
And the
guys
fans
over there.
love watching the games. They love coming to the games. And they have fireworks after the games. It's a great spot to be, especially to watch baseball.
It's a great place.
Yep.
You ever go to Camden Yachts?
Yep.
That's
A lot of the time. I have a very good friend that plays for the Orioles that I went to college with.
Oh, really? Who?
So Val Majewski, he's with the Ottawa team now. What is it? Ottawa Lynx.
Yeah.
So we would go down there, watch him play, and he goes back and forth a lot between AAA and getting called up to the big. So it's always exciting. But Camden Yards is a great spot to watch a game.
Oh, I still think
very
it's the best
family
park.
oriented.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You don't even have to like baseball to go to
I
that park.
I know. It's not the best park.
No, it's not the best
think
park. No.
Yeah.
We'll argue with that, right? You're a Yankee fan. You think the best park is. What do you think of Barry Bonds going to the Yankees next year? What do you think of that?
He's not going to the Yankees.
What do you think of that? What do you think?
If he did?
If he did, yeah. Would you think that'd be good or bad? Or?
I think, you know what, if it's going to help out the team and if it's going to, if that's the trade that the Yankees decide to do, let's say, then
He can't play in the National League anymore. He can't play in
well,
the
I mean,
outfield.
I think when it comes to player trades, you can't get upset or worked up over. I mean, these are the guys' job. They go, they want good pay, they want good money. Like Johnny Damon, you can't fault the guy for wanting to go to a team that A, wanted him, and B, maybe was going to give him more money, which they did. So I think, if you're given more money, point blank, you go for it.
Because look at what giving the hometown discount did for the pitcher there for the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And they jammed him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The kid there, the kid with the dreadlocks there. What was
Bronson Arroyo.
Right.
Yep.
They jammed him.
Yep. So
Cincinnati,
you know what? You go.
Right?
Yeah, the Reds. Yeah. So I think if wherever Barry Bonds ends up, so be it. If it's with your favorite team or not, he's still gonna do his job. So what can you say?
All right, speaking of making a lot of money and going to another
Yeah.
team, how about Roger Clemens today? Huh?
How about it? $3.5 million a month he's getting.
That's a nice paycheck, isn't it awful, folks? That's why you pay a lot of money to go to a baseball
Yeah,
game.
there you go.
Or any sport for that.
$3.5 million a month.
That's nuts. And we're talking about a pitcher. How
Yep.
many times will he pitch in a month?
Yep.
5?
About that, yeah. 5 times.
5, maybe 6. 6 times. 6 times. $3.5 million.
And his off days,
for
I don't
6
think
times.
he's with the team. He's got a nice deal written in his contract that he can watch his son play in their minor league camps and minor league games, and it's a nice job.
Because if he pitched,
But you know what? He's earned it. So he brings the fans to the games. He's earned it. He's been
amazing.
playing forever.
That's
He's
amazing.
7-time Cy Young Award winner. I think he deserves it in this business.
in that business, nobody
Yeah.
deserves that kind of money in any business, as far as I'm concerned. But if
In
fact-
that business, the fact that there's that
right,
much money to be
right.
handed out, then by all means give it to Roger Clemens.
Exactly.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you surprised that he went to Houston?
No.
No. You
No.
didn't think or hope. Oh, you're not a Red Sox
Well,
fan,
I
right?
didn't.
Hope
Yeah,
you're
but
a
either
Red
way, I didn't think he was going to leave Houston. He's got too much there. His family's there. That's the whole reason he went back there in the first place, and he can watch his son develop and hit home runs off of him, which he
Wouldn't
did.
that be something, huh?
He
In a
did.
game? Well,
His
he
son
won't-
hit a home run off of him
Did
in
he?
spring training. Yeah,
Well, come on.
I know.
He's got to slow it down for his kid. You know?
that's right.
All right, now I'll give you another name. Well, now we'll switch back to football, huh? 'Cause
Okay.
You said it's your second favorite sport.
Yep.
Lawrence Maroney, the kid
Yep.
there, the running
Number 1
back.
draft pick for the
Yeah.
Pats. Uh huh.
What do you know about him? Anything?
I've seen him play. I saw him at the mini camp, the rookie mini camp the
Minnesota
Patriots
he
had.
played for? Was it Minnesota? Yeah.
He was with Minnesota. Yep.
Right.
He's a good player. I think he brings a lot to the field. I think there's a lot when you come into that system. There's a lot to learn, and it's such a big difference from college ball to especially the Patriots'
Right.
very integrated system. So I think he might learn a little bit, struggle at first, but I think he has great potential. He's good size.
That's
He's
unusual
a smart
for them
player.
to pick a running back, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time since
Yep.
they picked a running back first round in their draft picks, right?
Yep. Yeah,
What
I don't
about
remember
Chad? Was it Chad Jackson?
Chad Jackson. Yep.
He's a wide receiver, right?
Yep. They could use that too right now. Anybody that's going to help out Tom Brady now that Vinatieri's gone, I think.
Speaking of Tom Brady, now you've interviewed him before.
Yep,
What do you think
many
of him?
times. I think he's a great athlete, a great person. He gets the system. He's very friendly. He gives you extra stuff if you need extra, and he spends time with you if you need a little extra time with him than maybe the cluster of reporters gives him. So.
Wait a minute, you get any extra? No, you're single. He's single. Right?
Yeah, no,
You
don't get any.
extra?
No private interviews.
No.
No.
Oh, I don't mean that. I mean just a little extra attention.
No, I think he's very unbiased. He's just he's a great person, and he understands the game very well. So it's a tremendous interview to get. I mean, he's definitely one of the best in professional athletics in general. I think Tom
He's just a
Brady
nice
ranks
guy.
way up there. He doesn't treat you any differently than he would, his best friend when he's talking to you. Whether he's tired of talking to the media that day or not, he doesn't let it
still
show.
goes,
Yep,
yeah?
he still goes.
Wow.
So he's a great person.
How about Doug Flutie?
Another, you can't say enough
He's
about
been
Doug
on my
Flutie.
show. He spent an hour with Bob.
Did he
In
spend
fact,
an hour
not only
in
did he
this seat here at table 28?
No, not table 28
Darn
in East
it.
Greenwich. No, right? He's a great guy. Doug's
Yep.
a great guy. I met him when I interviewed, believe this, John Bon Jovi.
Oh, really?
At the Orpheum in Boston.
That's
I was
another
backstage.
favorite of mine.
I was backstage with a friend of mine from Pro FM, and it was just the weirdest thing. I ended up hanging out backstage with Bon Jovi and his band, and we were there, backstage the entire night.
Yep.
And when they went up on stage, the drummer grabbed me by the arm and pulled me up on stage. So I was,
There you
what
go.
am I going to do? On stage at the beginning. And Flutie came up with, what's the other quarterback? The second string quarterback.
Castle?
No, the other kid, not there anymore. The real tall kid. He was taller than Bledsoe. It was Bledsoe, Flutie, and the other quarterback. Like he's on the radio now. What the heck is his name? I can't think of his name.
Oh, Scott Zolak?
Zolak, yes.
Yep.
The three of them.
Yep.
We're on the stage, and we're all singing a song. The first song they did. Only one thing, I didn't know the song. They did.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just there doing
You
the
gotta
whole
pretend
thing.
and lip sync. Yeah,
right?
there you go.
So now, after they finished the song, we just stayed on the stage. So I end up leaning on the speaker while they're doing their whole gig.
Oh, that's awesome.
Third song in, Ricky Sambora broke a string on his guitar, the double neck guitar there. And so it was silence for a couple of minutes while he's fixing the string. And all of a sudden somebody runs down the balcony to the edge of the balcony, leans over and yells, "Bob, Bob!" So my buddy says, "Who's that? He's calling you." I go, "No, he's not." He goes, "Yes, he is." No, he's not. I couldn't see up there. He wore glasses back then. It's before I had my eyes done by Dr. Koch. Anyway, he goes back and the show continues. The show. 2 hours later, after the show ends, I'm interviewing John. And I said to him, like, "Wow, this is really cool getting to interview you.
Yeah.
You know, such a cool guy and everything." He goes, "Well, I'm glad I got the interview with you." He says, "Nobody's yelling my name."
Oh, so who was it?
It ended up being a guy that worked in Providence.
Knew that, yep.
I saw him. It wasn't 4 or 5 days before I saw him. I didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
I ended up being at Shooters, which is not there anymore in Providence, and the guy came over to me and goes, "How the heck did you get on the stage?" I go, "How do you know?" He goes, "I was the one up in the balcony yelling your name." I go, "Oh, I got a lot of miles out of that one."
You did.
But anyway, I got to talk with Flutie at the time, and I got Flutie to come on my show. And he came not only as my guest, he came as my band.
Oh, wow.
He plays the drums.
So he does.
And he had a band with his brother.
Uh-huh.
And he asked me if he wanted me to come with the band. I said, "Of course." And they did their gigs, and he was my guest too. It was a really cool show. He came with his wife and his kids, and
that's awesome.
We stayed in touch after that. So it was really cool seeing him do well.
Absolutely,
that,
and move on, and And I love how he represents just the whole Boston sports scene in general. I love that he's at Red Sox games, and he's at Celtics games and Boston College basketball games, and he really just he's a great guy and represents himself well. So I think that's a true testament to who he is. But it's nice to see him at these different events that you normally don't see those guys at.
All right, how about Belichick? How is he to deal with?
Belichick is a one-word guy. He doesn't say much, so you get what you can. Yeah. But he's a genius at the game of football. So it's an honor to be able to talk to him and interview him and try and pick his brain a little bit. Even if he doesn't give you much, it's just to hear what he has to say and to the way he interprets the game is, it's like no other. So.
Well, folks, we're with Kathryn Tappen here, spending an hour with Bob at Table 28 in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. I'm going to talk about poker.
Yeah.
What are you doing with poker? Yeah, I see you on NBC.
Yep.
You already made the big time. How did that happen anyway?
NBC Sports knew that they wanted a sideline reporter for that job for the Heads Up Poker Championship out in Vegas. So one day Frank Carpano pulled me aside at work and said, "What do you know about poker?" I thought, what's he getting at here?
Yeah,
you never know. What does he know about poker? I was like, I don't know. Do you want to play poker sometime or what?
Wow.
He says, no, I'm asking because NBC Sports is doing a poker show and they want you to come and do it and do the sideline reporting. I was like, oh my gosh. So they called me up. They brought me down to New York for an interview and told me 2 weeks later, you got the job. So it was the week before we started our month coverage of the Olympics, and Frank was going to be gone and I was working a lot, and on top of the work, I was just trying to study the game of poker, but most importantly, the players who were competing that week. Because I was doing the exit interviews and I was doing the interviews in the stands with the players. So,
any hard names?
Oh, yeah, there were lots of hard names.
I hate
there were, Yeah, there were some hard ones, but
I don't know how they do it sometimes. I don't know how you guys do some of the sporting events when you.
It's tough. It's tough. High school names are tough too because you don't want to. They're not names you hear all the time,
right.
like the professional athletes, but you still have to get it right. So it's tough, but a good way to. One of the best ways to establish your credibility is to know that you know these names, and sometimes there are names you don't know. So it's tough when you get a name wrong and you get a viewer that calls in and says, "Oh, you got it wrong this time." Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry. But
it's like me calling you Carolyn.
There you go.
Tappen, Carolyn Tappen.
Whatever.
All right, now who's your favorite athlete? Any sport?
Cal Ripken's definitely one of my favorites.
Said Cal Ripken.
Yeah.
I know you said that, but there's another one I'm trying to get out of you. You did say at one time it was your favorite something or other. Maybe it wasn't because favorite athlete.
Okay.
It was just a favorite athlete in that particular sport. I guess it's got to be golf. Who's your favorite?
Oh, Tiger?
Yeah.
Tiger's a big, I was asked who my ideal foursome would be on the golf course, and I said Tiger Woods, Chris Rock, and my mother, because my mother really got me into golf and taught me the game. And at a young age, my father had me out on the course swinging away, and then my mom got very into golf. later on, and she started teaching me how to play, and we go out together. It's a great way to spend 4 hours with someone.
Right.
So I know I'd pick her in a heartbeat.
Chris
And then
Rock?
Chris Rock, yeah, he's so funny. I feel like
Chris
you need a
Rock.
funny person to play golf with.
Oh.
Because if you have 4 really serious people,
Right,
it's not going to be fun. And Chris Rock is one of those people that I could listen to him for hours. So if I could spend a
Yeah?
day with him,
So that's your
So
kind
be
of
it.
music then, I guess. Without even getting into it, that's your kind of music.
no.
you like.
Chris Rock, is he music?
Isn't he
No.
No?
What, rap music are you asking? Or
Yeah, what kind of music do you like?
I like a lot of different kinds of music. I like alternative. I like Dave Matthews and
Oh, you know what I'm thinking?
you
I'm thinking,
too.
No, I'm sorry. You said Chris Rock. I'm thinking Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
That's
No.
what I'm sorry. I take it back.
I don't want to play golf with Kid Rock.
I take it back. I'm saying, what the heck does she want to play?
No,
golf
Chris
with?
Rock,
Chris
the
Rock,
comedian.
The comedian.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I take it
Yeah.
all back. Now I
Yeah.
understand. It makes all kinds
Yeah,
of sense.
now it makes sense.
I'm saying Kid Rock. Why the
Kid
heck
Rock.
does she want? I'm
That'd be
thinking
an
of the
interesting
hat,
round of
the-
golf, yeah.
Yeah, the tattoos
Yeah.
and everything. I'm saying, this
Hey, he
doesn't look
could
like
be
the
fun
girl.
too. You never know. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's
Chris
quite
Rock.
all right. Chris Rock.
So
Chris
who's your
Rock and
favorite
Tiger
comedian?
Woods. Chris Rock.
Is
Probably.
he-
And actually, lately it's now I'm drawing a blank. See, it's rubbing off.
Is it really?
Yeah. Dane Cook.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
Dane Cook is a riot
He just filled the Fleet Center 2
Yeah.
shows. Was
for
it
his HBO special,
17,000
right?
People?
Yeah, he's a riot.
Twice.
He's funny.
Twice. Amazing. Because my buddy Joe Rocco runs the comedy series down in Newport.
Oh, yep.
And
yep.
he's had Nate Cook down there before.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's had a good
Yeah,
lineup down
yeah,
there.
he's-
And they have a guy that he's had down there. I don't know if he's there this year. In fact, I don't think he's there this year. And he's from L.A., but his wife is from Tiverton, Rhode Island. And this guy,
Oh.
no, I can't think of his name now. We're doing good tonight. Huh?
Drawing blanks.
Yeah, huh? I can't think of his name. Anyway, it'll come to me. This guy was
Yeah.
up there 2 hours, almost 2 hours on the stage, non-stop. And he does this whole thing, changes his voice. and
Yeah.
He's just absolutely phenomenal. And he's the best one I've seen. He really is the best one I've
That's
seen.
awesome. Yeah, I like comedy. Good comedy's fun. Different comedy clubs and everything. I think that we used to do that in college. It's called the Stress Factory down at Rutgers, and we would go every now and then and just it was a great time. So they would do the dial up a friend. What is that? Dial up
Nice.
a prank call, and you'd you have to call up like your dad or something, or you'd write on a list before the comedian got up on stage, and they would call the person and just play a big joke, and it was on the loudspeaker, so everyone in the comedy club heard what happened.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, they
Mean.
had
I
one,
hope
there's
nobody ever
one on
does
the
that to
web
me.
about that, where a guy calls a guy that works at a radio station had somebody else call his wife,
Oh yeah.
and it really went array. It went
Yeah,
bad.
bad idea.
It went really
Yeah.
bad. It turned-
You don't want to do that. Right. That's funny.
It went totally bad.
That's funny.
Is the ball juice this year in baseball? How come just yesterday alone, the Red Sox had 5 home runs hit against them, 3 by one guy, 2 by another, and Atlanta hit 8 home runs.
I know.
That's a lot of home runs from 2 teams.
It's a lot of home runs, yep. I don't know, something in that ball maybe
yeah,
or in the
yeah,
bats.
It's a little, I don't know. It just seems too easy.
It's exciting for the fans though. Those home
And I
runs,
got to
yeah.
ask you this because you're a woman, and somebody asked me to ask you this anyway. What is is there a problem when you go into a locker room in professional sports, especially I guess football?
Yep. No, actually, I mean, I've never experienced a problem or an awkward situation. I think I'm very fortunate that other female sportscasters have paved the way before me.
Right.
So that I'm kind of coming in a period where that's already been done and it's already been established, and that women
Because I do
can
remember
do that.
I do remember when
Oh, yeah.
they were coming on, they were nasty to him.
Yep.
Greg
Look, I mean,
Shoemaker, by the way, was
occasionally
the guy's
you'll
name.
get.
It just came to
Oh,
me.
okay, there you
Greg
go.
Shoemaker was the comedian. But yeah, occasionally you get a guy that gives
Yeah,
you a
but they're
hard
just
time.
joking around with you. But you know, most of these guys are very respectful, and they know that you're in there doing your job. And if you do go in there and do your job and get the interview and get out, you know, you're just like every other reporter in there. So I'm very fortunate that other women have paved the way for me.
Yeah,
Makes-
because I knew it was a real
But it's
bad
tough.
time.
It's funny because you know you go in the locker room and there's other people looking at you to see what your reaction is, and you just you know, they want to see if you're uncomfortable.
Right.
But
so they're
I've-
testing you.
Absolutely, but I'm around a lot of female reporters from the Boston market, sports reporters, and you know, we all just go in right after the Patriots game, get our interview, get out. I mean, there's so much going on that you just have to do it. You know, you're doing your job, and it's just
It doesn't
routine.
make you
It's routine.
uncomfortable?
No. They're respectful.
Yeah.
Most of the athletes are very respectful. So
So how do you gain so much confidence at such a young age?
I think a lot of it has to do with my sports background growing up. I think when you grow up an athlete, you learn how to adapt to different situations. You need confidence when you're up at the plate and the pitcher's ready to throw the ball at you. You need confidence attacking the hurdles in a race like the steeplechase. And I think just growing up, being surrounded and being in a competitive atmosphere with team players, you gain a lot more confidence. The girls I lived with in college were all athletes along with myself, women's lacrosse players, and you learn how to be confident and strong in what you believe in, because you have to do it on the field every day.
Right.
But even in times when I might not be confident, I pretend I am, because you know what? The more you think it, the more it happens.
Right,
so.
right. And the more you show otherwise, the
Yep.
more they play
Absolutely.
against you.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
The more
Yep.
they hurt you or
Yeah.
play against you.
And I think it's very important as a female in this business that's very male dominated to be confident, because you'll get a lot of people trying to snide you, or that want to put you down, or want to prove maybe that
Wanna
you don't
best
know
you,
what you're
wanna best
talking
you.
about.
Right,
Yep.
right.
And if you have the confidence knowing, I know my sports, I know my knowledge, I know the games, and I'm confident that I do know that. So it'll take a lot for someone to, make me annoyed or
How many
put
in
me
your
down.
family?
There's 2 of us, 2 girls.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
Lots of cousins, lots of relatives, but just two girls. So she's older, 3 years older than me. And she knows, believe it or not, probably more than sports than I do.
Wow.
She's
That's
very
unusual, huh?
passionate about it as well. We grew up in a very sports-oriented family, and I think, just grew up watching football games with my dad and analyzing the games and playing wiffle ball on the beach in the summer, and you just learn how to have fun with it. That's the thing, is bottom line is sports are the best. They're so much fun. At the end of the day, whether who wins or loses, you had
It's
a great time.
Almost insignificant, right?
Yeah,
When it
absolutely.
comes down to it. I can remember playing triple headers. I've pitched a triple
Yeah.
header.
Wow.
Pitched a triple header. My arm falls off now.
Yeah.
But just sandlot type ball,
Yep.
just pick up games and stuff. We used to play our home games in a pickup league inside McCoy Stadium.
Oh,
when I was
wow.
a kid,
That's fun.
Before the Red Sox got there.
Mm-hmm.
They've been there, I think, 27 years. I think 26 years.
Long
27
time.
years,
Yeah. Yep.
But we used to play back there when I was a kid in the stadium with the boys in the Boys Club League.
Yeah. That's the best, though. It's the best way to.
And I'm amazed that baseball was your sport.
Yeah.
very
Oh, I
amazed.
love baseball. But
What
I
position did you play as baseball?
when I first started out, I was a pitcher. Underhand pitcher for the local girls little league team, and then I switched to second base. But I did play catcher once. It was only once because I couldn't sit up with all the equipment on. So they put this helmet on, they put the chest pad, the knee pads, whatever, and I'm sitting at the home plate like wobbling back and forth. Just didn't have it in me to be a catcher. So pitcher and second base.
What possessed you to get into sportscasting? Just because your knowledge of the sport?
Yeah, I knew when I was really little. In my 8th grade yearbook, I went to a small private school, and we each got our own page in the yearbook, and it was, what are your likes, what are your dislikes, what's your nickname, and then what do you want to be when you grow up? And mine says to be a broadcaster. And I just knew at a young age I was infatuated with television, and I just loved talking to people and speaking.
Right.
So whether I'm in front of 1,000 people or one person, it doesn't bother me. I just like to talk about stuff. So I knew that I wanted to do broadcasting, and I followed through with it in college, and here I am today. So.
And what are your challenges that you're faced with each day in sportscasting? Any?
Yeah, sure. I think one of the biggest challenges I face is telling someone's story. When I sit down for an interview, for example, the days I do packages, I'll do a package for the 6 o'clock news, and you'll go out and you'll spend anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes or more with someone, and they tell you their whole story, what it was that brought you to them in the first place.
And you've got to condense it.
And you have to condense it to a minute and a half, but yet you have so many thoughts in your head and so many things you want to tell viewers, but you don't have as much time. If I had an hour to talk about it, I could do it. But
I can see that.
Yeah, one of the challenges, though, is just to tell the story. You want to get it right. These people are sharing their life story with you. You really want to tell it the way
it's got to be tough, because I'm sure it's come back to you at times where somebody said, well, you didn't say this, and I wanted you to say that.
Yeah, yep.
Right?
Yep, you do. You get people, and people understand with the newscast that that we don't have a lot of time to put every soundbite on or whatever.
The total sports is what? How many minutes?
We get 4 minutes at 6. We get 5 minutes at 11 on the weekends. So and then we usually get 3 or 4 during the week. It's
so
amazing
that's
what
not
we
a lot of
cram
time.
into
I
that
know,
time,
you're
though.
putting in
For
all the-
3
all the
minutes, we've
sport.
got Red Sox highlights, Yankee highlights. If the Bruins played, the Patriots news, any trades that
Right now,
happened,
this right
high
today, you
school.
got basketball,
Yep,
football,
we had,
no, basketball, hockey, and baseball right now, right?
Yep.
The
Yep.
3 major sports right now besides
Yeah.
all the other stuff.
But the most important thing for us too right now is the local high school sports. The championships are starting right now. We've got lacrosse championships, tennis championships, baseball, and those are the sports you really need to get as well.
do you
So
think
being
of
in a
lacrosse,
small
by the way?
market, I love lacrosse.
I had my son, I
love
had
it.
him all ready to sign up here in East Greenwich. I moved to East Greenwich just to put my kid in a good school.
Yep.
And now we end up going back with his mother. So,
Oh.
so here I am, and he's still in East Greenwich,
Yep.
which I love. And I had him, I even bought him the
Lacrosse stick.
the stick,
Yep.
2 of them. And thank God I didn't buy all the equipment because
Yeah.
he decided to up and go to his mother's.
Lacrosse is a great sport. It's fast, it's physical, there's a lot of scoring, so
Right.
it's exciting. And you got to be in really good shape to play lacrosse. I think lacrosse is a lot like hockey.
Yes.
On
yes.
a field. Yeah.
Yes.
Minus the
How long you been in Rhode
Wackatee.
Island?
Just a little over a year.
That's it.
Yep,
Huh? Oh,
yeah.
just from the. You
Well,
came
I
to
moved
Rhode
up
Island
last
because of the
January.
job?
I came to Rhode Island, to work
Now,
for
where did
NBC
you
10.
work before you worked at Channel 10?
I was at College Sports Television
Oh, that's
in New York
wow.
City. Yeah, CSTV.
You went right from College Sports Television to CSC
to NBC 10. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be here. It's a great spot. So
I don't see you staying here very long.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't see it.
I'm
Where do you-
happy
where
here,
do you
and
think
I-
you're going to be? I can say it. I know you don't. Yeah, I can say it. Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
3 years.
Yeah.
I usually get the 10-year question, and
No,
I'm like,
no,
10
it's-
years.
It's not going to take 10 years.
That's far.
Tappen is not going to be. Look at it now, kids. It's not going to see it in 3 years. That's my prediction. Only if you want to reject all the offers. That's
Yeah.
the only way you're going to stay here, kid.
Yeah. I don't know. 3 years it'd be nice to be at NBC Sports. I'd love to stay in the NBC family. Maybe
Also, Adrian
doing.
Brody's been on my show too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe doing network sidelines for NBC Sports. They have Sunday Night Football now, so that would be really exciting
Right,
to
there
do.
you go. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Just want to be pretty much be happy and doing sports every day. I don't want to get involved in anything else right now. No news, no weather.
No, you want the happy sports.
Yes.
That's me?
That's
I
you.
thought I turned it off. I thought I turned it off. Restricted call. Call back later. I'll leave it. I thought I turned it off. Sorry about that, folks. So, something to do with sports. Anything to do with sports.
Yeah.
You seem too happy of a person to want to get into news. I
Yeah,
can see that.
yeah,
You don't want
it's-
to deal with the murders. And,
Not right now. Not right now. Yeah. Maybe somewhere down the road in my career, but sports is my passion. So, and I know a lot about it. I don't know much about news. News changes every day, but I love talking about sports. I think there's a lot to be learned in the whole sports world and the whole sports business. So.
and it's good for people too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an
very good for
entertaining
kids.
side. It's what it is. It's you see the 20 minutes of the newscast, and then you get the sports, and it's like,
Right.
okay, here's a little breath of fresh air. There might be a dramatic story every now and then, but for the most part, it's fun, it's exciting, it's what people finally want to hear at the end when they've heard, unfortunately, a couple tragic stories before that, perhaps.
Right.
So it gives, and I like being that person that can bring the breath of fresh air to viewers at the end of the newscast.
Well, if you had the same director, news director that we had years ago, Dan Solomon, I don't know if you know that, or you wouldn't know the name anyway. When he was there, he had contacted me about doing a series right after the sports. You asked Frank Costello
yeah.
about that. I was
Yep.
gonna do. He said, I want you to be the last person they see before Jay Leno.
Yep.
Because bring
There you
people
go.
back up
Yeah,
from being
yeah.
down. That's what you do.
Yep,
When they see
absolutely.
a beautiful face like yours before the
Thanks.
before the Jay Leno, if they've already learned about the 10 murders
Right.
for the day, now
Yep.
they can you can talk about sports and get them back in a decent mood before either they go to bed or before they
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
watch
Yep.
Jay Leno.
Very true.
So I
Good
do again
business.
think you're going to do very well
Thank
in
you.
this market, in any market, in any place
Thank
you
you.
go.
Well, I'm
And
a hard worker,
baseball
so
fan, I like
as
that,
baseball fan,
baseball
yeah.
fan. Cal Ripken too, huh? She's a Yankee fan like Cal Ripken. I'm a Red Sox fan. I like Cal Ripken, but I'm a converted Oriole fan. I used to be an Oriole fan.
I grew up a Yankee fan just right across the river, so it's, we used to go to a lot of the games, and I would go with my dad and my sister to the games, and, a couple years ago we went on Father's Day, the whole family, my mom, my dad, my sister, and I, and, I love it. I love the history of the Yankee Stadium, but by the same token, I appreciate and, love what Red Sox Nation is and what, what the fans are, and I really do enjoy Fenway Park. I think it's a great ballpark to see a game, and I love the way New Englanders are you know, just
Nuts,
obsessed
nuts,
with
nuts.
their Red
Say it,
Sox
say it.
fans.
They're nuts.
And it's great, though. You know what? And Yankee fans are the same way in their own area. So I think, you know, I appreciate that. I love, you know, being a part of this whole, you know, this wave of excitement for Red Sox fans right after the World Series. So.
You know, it was a great rivalry too. You'll probably know this. The Yankees and the Orioles was
Yeah.
a great rivalry.
Yeah.
So many years, the Orioles beat out the Yankees beat out the
Uh-huh.
Orioles for more, actually, many times more than it happened with the Red Sox
Yep.
and the Yankees. If
Yep.
you think about it over the years.
Very true, yeah.
When the Orioles had some great teams, and they had Earl Weaver.
But see, now it's out that I'm a Yankee fan. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna lose
no,
viewers
she's
now.
She's a Yankee Red Sox fan.
I'm gonna- yeah.
Kathryn Tappen.
I'm both.
NBC Sports, NBC Poker,
Yeah.
and what else?
I don't know. Hopefully more to come.
More to come. Well, we're
NBC
going to eat,
Sports.
folks. We're here at Table 28 here in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. I'd like to thank Mark Whitehead for allowing us to
Yes.
come here and use this place because
Wonderful.
we couldn't get the studio.
And look at
tonight.
what beautiful scenery too. Who
Can't
wants to be
beat
in a
that.
studio when you can have sailboats
That's
in the
right.
water behind you,
That's
right?
Well, folks, thank you for spending an hour with Bob and Kathryn Tappen. I did get her name right that time. You bought a half a gallon of ice cream. Go check your freezer right now. If you got a half gallon of ice cream in there right now, you're lucky because you don't. You have 1.75 quarts of ice cream in that box that used to be called a half gallon. They're cheating us and we don't even know it. They knocked off 8 ounces off a half gallon of ice cream. 64 ounces, no longer. A half gallon of ice cream today is 56 ounces. It's bad enough they're charging us $2.50 or more for a gallon of gasoline. Now, a half gallon of ice cream is going the way of the coffee. Remember coffee? What is it? Pound of coffee? Is it a pound? Yeah, it used to be 16 ounces, right? A pound of coffee now is 13, and in some coffee containers it's 12 ounces. So we're really getting it, folks. But you know something? I'm going to get off the podium tonight. I don't feel like being on a soapbox tonight. I was going to talk about the LNG. I was going to talk about oil, the gasoline, and all that other stuff, and the troops. But we're not going to do that tonight. We're not going to do that tonight. We're going to have a fun show. It's going to be a lighthearted show, an hour with Bob. We're here tonight with Amy. Wait a minute. Amy DeLuca? Amy DeLuca. I remember that name from a long time ago. On Channel 6, Amy DeLuca left Channel 6, but before she left Channel 6, somebody else named DeLuca came on Channel 6 and was a reporter on Channel 6. John DeLuca. Amy DeLuca left because she wanted to have a family. 5 years later, she returns, and she's here in our studio tonight. Amy DeLuca, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. It's great to see you.
Nice to see you. I see you come back, and I heard you were coming back, and not Channel 6, you're with Channel, Fox 64, are you?
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
I kind of switched teams. I was gone for 5 years, and now I do the 10 o'clock news on the Fox station,
Right.
WNAC, and I do the 5:30 news on the CBS station, WPRI. It's the same news team. It's in the same building. It's just
They own both stations.
right.
What's the
They
company
own
that owns
both
both of them? What's the name of the company?
Called Lynn Television.
Lynn Television, which is a local company, by the way.
They are.
Unlike the
and
other stations,
they're
it's a-
big and getting bigger. They just bought a whole bunch of new TV stations, so the family's growing.
Really? And your family's grown too.
Yes.
You have two.
When
What do you got?
when
What do you got?
left,
You got-
I
what do you see?
brought my baby pictures, although they would be horrified if I called them. Where should I
Oh,
hold it up?
just hold it up right here.
They'd
I
be
think Zach
horrified
can
if I
get that.
called them baby pictures. These are my big boy pictures. This is Jack. He's just turned
Jack.
5 years old.
Wow.
This is Sean. This is a picture of us
Down in Newport or
outside of
something?
Castle Hill
I
Inn.
was gonna say
You know
that.
that hillside?
I
They've
was
got all
gonna
those
say that.
Adirondack chairs. and
Yes.
I had them all dressed up. That was for my birthday last year. They took me to
Wow.
brunch. Let's
Castle-
see.
now what do you
This
got here?
is
Go that way.
this is Sean with his baseball bat. He's 3.5.
Wow.
Yeah. And let's see if I can turn it the right way. This is Jack at his preschool graduation.
That's Jack's 5 now.
Yeah,
right?
he's 5.
Wow.
These are
So
my
you
big
were away
boys.
5 years.
And there's
Hey, who's that?
there's
Look,
John
who's that guy?
tickling the guys. This is a picture taken at
What a
Nan's
sharp
house.
guy. What a sharp-looking guy he is. Huh, that John? Is that John DeLuca?
Yeah, that's John DeLuca.
Really?
The one and only.
The one and only John DeLuca. Come back, Zach. Bring it back.
And my little boys picked a good guy to look like, so.
Yeah, huh?
They look nothing like me. They look exactly
Well,
like
they
him.
wouldn't have done bad looking like Mom either, you know. But John DeLuca is one of the nicest guys around. He's on Channel 6. John's still with Channel 6.
Thank you. Yeah, he likes
What
you.
is going on, though? I mean, he used to be with Wendy on Channel 6 at 6 o'clock news. I know you can't say anything, but I'll say it. I like John. I'm shocked at what the heck are they doing
He's
over there?
reporting now rather than
reporting on-
anchoring.
That's probably easier for him, right?
I don't know. I think they're both challenging jobs with good sides and downsides.
Because
so.
he used to do the 6 o'clock news and the 11 o'clock news. And now he's doing reporting.
Now he's just reporting and focusing on being the best reporter he can be.
and that he is. John DeLuca, we'll have him on again. I got to talk to John, get John back on here. I should have had him here tonight, but I know he couldn't be because somebody had to watch the kids.
That's right. Somebody had to go home and take care of the two boys. So he called me on his way home on the cell phone and wished me luck and said he was going home to take care of those guys and mow the lawn.
Now,
So.
what did he say about me? That's what I want to know.
He said he's been on your show 4 times now.
Yeah.
And he
What
likes
did
it, and
say?
he said the food is always good. And he said you were nice and you weren't going to torture me.
I wouldn't torture you?
Yeah.
No? I wouldn't be. No hardball questions or nothing
No.
like that? No.
You know what?
What?
The Providence Journal came out to our house and did a story about us, and it's going to be in the Sunday paper this Sunday.
Wow, see, we're getting it first right here, folks.
That's right, about the fact that we are a husband and wife who work for competing TV stations.
Well, you're not the
So-
only ones that have done that, though.
Oh yeah, I think there are a lot of them.
Well, no, but I mean, close by.
What husband and wife work for? I can't think.
How about Mark Searles?
Oh yeah, and Nicole Murray,
Yeah.
his wife. That's
She
right.
was on Channel 12, and he was the weatherman on, and
That's
still
right.
is the weatherman on Channel
That's
6.
right. Yeah, they're actually friends of ours. I wasn't thinking of that.
Yeah, you're thinking too far away, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
we have so many friends who are on TV that our kids think everybody's on TV. They're completely not impressed. You know, the woman who takes care of them while I'm at work, Jenny, said, "Don't you want to watch Mommy on the news?" We're like, "Oh, no, not really."
Really? Now, what they say when they first saw you coming back? Because they obviously didn't see you when you 5 years ago. You didn't have the kids, right?
No.
You left to have kids.
Right. I left a few days before Jack was born.
Right.
I was gigantic, and I stayed on the
Well, what
news
happened?
until just a few days before. Well, the baby came out, and then I wasn't gigantic anymore.
All things changed,
Thank
huh?
goodness, yeah. But anyway, yeah, they're just not too thrilled and impressed by it
Even the first
anymore.
time you went back, you went on Channel 12. Now, Jack's 5, and your other son's what? What's his name?
3.5, Sean.
Sean's 3.5. Even the 3.5 one wasn't even like shocked to see
Well,
you
they
on
were
TV.
kinda like,
Oh, with Dad on,
There's
I guess, on
Mommy.
TV.
Yeah.
Really?
And,
Really?
yeah, so many of our friends are on TV, and they just think, oh, that's what people do when they go to work. They're on TV. So.
Wow.
And now they'll say, oh, there's Bob. There's Bob. He's on TV too.
Wow. That's funny. That is funny, huh? So what prompted you to come back? I mean, did you say, I've had enough of being a home mommy, now it's time to get...
No. I absolutely loved it. I was not looking for a full-time job, actually. It's very weird how it all came about. I'd been doing a little bit of freelance work, some voiceovers for radio ads and that kind of thing, and a few freelance TV projects, just really like maybe 1 week a year working. And I wanted to, I was looking for more things like that, just to do a few things here and there. And this job became available.
And it was strange how that happened, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Well, I do a little bit.
So this job, anyway, became available however it may have happened.
Your predecessor was here.
Was she?
Both your predecessors have been here.
Oh, okay. Christine, too?
Many times.
Yeah.
Christine's my favorite all
Yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah, she's a doll.
But your immediate predecessor was here right after she got the job. And then she left.
Okay.
To get married.
Yes, that's
start
right.
a family.
And that's very important.
Yes, it is.
I'm very high on marriage and family. So
then you stepped back in.
They were looking for a replacement.
Right.
After she had left, she was already gone. They were looking for a replacement. And apparently my name just came up over at Channel 12. A lot of people I did work with at Channel 6 are now over at Channel 12.
Which is strange.
Well, it happens a lot, moving to different stations in the market. So the the news director, who's the boss of the newsroom over there.
Who's the news director? Hal?
Well, his name was Gary. His name's Gary Brown,
Gary
but he
Brown.
actually just left.
He did leave?
He just took another job in Hartford.
Oh.
So.
Same company or different company?
Different company. Yeah, he just got a great offer and decided he had to go for it. But anyway, he was the news director at the time. And
so who's the news director now?
We have an interim news director right now, Joe Abuzed. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Right.
Nobody knows right now.
Who's the general manager? Howell.
Jay
right?
Howell.
Jay Howell,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. You know him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
So go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
So anyway, Gary Brown, who was the news director at the time, asked Steve Cascione, I'm sure you know him.
Yes, who used to be on 6.
He's a good friend of John's and mine. Asked him to give me a call and see if I might have any interest in the job. So he called and I thought, well, I don't know.
So you weren't even looking at the
I
time?
wasn't looking. They just called me. So I thought, well, let me just call him and just see what he has in mind. Because I definitely wanted to still be able to spend, as much time as I could with my kids and not, completely just disappear from their lives.
Right.
So I called him and, one of the first things he said was, we're extremely family friendly as a company. We understand that you have small children and you would be able to anchor the 5:30 news, go home in between the newscasts, see your kids, have dinner with them, read their bedtime stories, put them in bed, and then come back.
Wow.
And do the 10 o'clock news. So then I thought, I really might be able to do that. That is a kind of schedule I think that I could handle and still be a mom and still work. So they kind of made me an offer that was hard to refuse.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. And
wow,
yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
That way I can use the skills that I anchored for 10 years before I quit. Use the skills that I acquired in doing a job I always enjoyed doing, and still be able to see my children. I'm home with them until 2 o'clock. Then I go to work, and then I get to come back home and see them before they go to bed, and then Daddy's home. So.
That's a pretty cool deal.
Yeah, and they have a great babysitter who, is just, they do projects and projects and projects. Everything you could make out of dough and, cardboard and aluminum foil, they make it while we're gone, and they still go out and play with their friends in the neighborhood and probably hardly miss me, so.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, so and they really, they said they were family friendly, and they really are.
It's amazing. Channel 12's really come up. I mean, they've really made a move at 10 now. They really have. They really have, and that's another thing. It's nice to be a part of something that you really feel like is going somewhere, and they're really committed to doing good news and to winning in the ratings, and they don't just talk about it. They're putting all the resources necessary behind it. So, right.
Yeah, and you can tell when you're in the building. There's just this real feeling of optimism and contentment among the people who work there. And I can't tell you how many people in my first week of work said, "You're going to love working here."
Well, you got Karen Adams, number one. You couldn't have a better person, personality-wise, really.
Yep.
Off camera, on camera.
I know, she's great.
And then Steve Avison was the best score they ever made over there, I think.
Yep.
I mean, that guy coming into this marketplace, he just, in my opinion, he's been the biggest single.
Well, he's fantastic. He has an incredible background, and he is just one of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. He has been so nice. He's my partner at 10 o'clock, and he's really just been so helpful and doing anything that he could do to make me feel comfortable and welcome and help me get back into it, and so it's been nice.
He reminds me of John, as a matter of fact.
Do you think so?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think they have that same aura about them. I really do. I really believe that. I've said that before. Not because you're here. I mean, they do. They have that same. They're that same kind of person.
Yeah. Oh, very, very, just really good. Just good and kind.
Yeah. And they're both Yankees, and they're the same kind. They have the same way about them, the same
good
mannerisms.
suits, good hair.
Yeah. Well, what are you trying to say? Good suits. I'm going for hair, by the way. I'm going to go get some hair. Just because you said that now.
You have good hair.
Yeah, I know. Let me turn around. Let me get a shot of the back of my hair. I'm going to have some in the front, though. I'm going to add some in the front. That's all I am. Turn around. That's all. I just switch my head around. So that was easy. I'm easy to deal with.
Yes, you are. You didn't torture me at all.
No.
And I appreciate that.
No, I didn't. What, did you expect to be tortured?
No, because John told me it was going to be good.
Well, you got to get to eat, too, because we're going to have some food.
That's right.
Manja's going to make us some food in a minute. You know what we're
You're not gonna say bam.
All right. Bam! I like pepper. I use a lot of pepper. I don't use a lot of salt. And I'm told that pepper is better for you than salt.
It probably is.
Oh,
I'm
look
sure
at that. Looks
salt
good,
isn't
huh?
that great
Zach,
for
get a
you.
shot of that, buddy.
You put that right in there.
My ace cameraman, Zach's got this one. Oh, he's trying to lower
Looks
down
nice,
there.
huh? So that's for that.
Let me get that out of there. Look, I'll move this over here, Zach, so you get a better shot. How's
No.
that?
See?
Put-
You
oh,
always
Parmesan
hate my
on cheese
mom
on
because
there?
I always forget.
Wait, let me put this on. You
Yeah,
want to put it?
not too much. Just you can sprinkle it right
Sprinkle it
over.
on. Look at a little Parmigiano cheese. Look at that, Zach. Zach, look at that. Little Parmigiano cheese. We love cheese. That's my downfall, huh? Nice of cheese. My Dr. Barron.